I may have said that's all we were going to talk about with borders, but there's one more thing I really want to show you quickly. It's about making a shadow around an element. And when you have a border, the shadows can look really nice. You can actually make a shadow off of any element in your HTML page. Let's do it now with our borders, and I'll show you how cool it looks so you can do it yourself. So I'm going to add the box shadow, and box shadow is the property that we're going to use to create these shadows. I'm going to add it at the end here. But if I add it at the end, it's going to get kind of long and push this reasons out to the right. So let's squeeze in the rest of these values. In styles, you can actually make the properties with a colon and no spacing with the values. So we can get rid of this space to make more room. Get rid of this space too. And finally this space. Now we're going to add the box shadow property. This is a great property. And there are many options. I'm not going to go through all the options right now, just the basics. Later on, we're going to make some really cool shadows, and I'll show you how to do that. You can make multiple shadows. You can make shadows that are inside the element rather than outside, and you can do some really, really cool things. For right now, let's make a shadow that's 10 pixels out to the right. So the first value here is how much to the right you want to make the shadow. Now if you wanted to make it to the left, you would just make this negative number of pixels, negative 10 pixels. The second value is going to be how many pixels the shadow is going to be down. And again, make it negative if you want it up. Let's make this one 5 pixels down. We don't want it too far down. The third value, well, before I write it, you can already see our shadow taking an effect here. You see the shadow below reasons, and the shadow has a curved border too, which makes sense because we have a curved border. Only problem is it's really dark. Shadows aren't really that dark unless it's in a cartoon. So the third parameter here is how much you want to blur the shadow. So if we make it 7 pixels, that's kind of blurry, and we can check it out here. Sometimes you have to reload Chrome. The IDE support isn't perfect. And now it's a bit blurry, and that looks pretty good actually. So why don't you go ahead and make some of your bordered elements or your headings have a shadow.